Hello. Okay, we're going to go over verbs today. So this is going to be day 2 of your grammar lesson, and we're going to go over our regular verbs, our irregular verbs, and we'll probably do a couple article adjectives as well. I can't find the test for some reason. I have seemed to lost just this test, so I'm going to show you my book, and it has the answers, but that's okay because we can go over and talk about it. And now when you take your test, you're going to be completely honest anyways. So I'm going to switch over to my docu camera, and we're going to talk about our future, present tense, and past tense verbs. Now remember, I have regular verbs and I have irregular verbs. Now my regular verb just means that I can add ed to the end of it and make it past tense, and it's okay. Now I also have irregular verbs that I have to change the entire word. Like the example, write. If I use write, I can't say I righted a paper. That sounds weird and it's not correct grammar, right? So I have to change the whole word, and I change the entire word to wrote. So that means it's an irregular verb because I had to change it. All right, let me show you some better examples. Okay, so here we go. So here are all my regular verbs. I can add ed to the verb plant, and it's totally going to be okay. So it says he planted a tree. He planted a tree. So he planted a tree today, yesterday, or tomorrow. Well, if it had a will next to it or shall, I know it's future, right? And it doesn't say he plants a tree, it says he planted. I'm using that ed. So because I'm using that ed, that's a big trick for me that I know it's going to be number 2. It's going to be past tense because I'm saying ed. He planted it. He planted it when? Probably yesterday or maybe last week, but whenever he did it, it was a while ago. Here's the next one. They will visit their family. They will visit. When are they going to do it? In the future, sometimes they will doing it. They will do it. So they're going to do it in the future. That is correct. Number 3, we put 3 for future. All right. Number 3, Carlos lives with his grandmother. Well, he didn't live with his grandmother. He not will live with his grandmother. He lives with her right now. He lives with her right now, so it's happening. It is current. It's present tense. Present means 1. And the last one is the children played tag in the yard. I add that ed to it. So that ed means that I'm adding an ending because it is past tense. So therefore it is number 2 for past tense. All right, now I can come over here to and I'm going to, it's kind of a little late. We're going to copy these. We're going to cover these up, and we're going to go over them one by one. All right, so it says, Mike chose a hot dog for lunch. He chose a hot dog for lunch. Well, when did he choose the hot dog for lunch? Did he choose it last week? Did he choose it 5 minutes ago? Or is he getting it right now? Or he decided that he wanted it in the future? What do you think? Think. Mike chose. It is number 2. That is correct. It is happening in the past. Number past. He chose it, so it's not. If it would say he will choose this, or he will want this in the future. But he's saying he chose it, so therefore it's going to be number 2. Happened in the past tense. He already did it. All right. Number 6. They sell school supplies. They sell school supplies. Not they will sell, and not sold. So the answer is going to be they sell school supplies. It's going to be present tense. Great job. Present tense. It's happening right now. They're doing it as we speak. And number 7, we will swim tomorrow. We will swim. That's an easy one. That's going to be what? Number 3. Great job. Number 3. That one's easy peasy. All right. He begins his work early. He begins his work early. Think about it. First, present tense, past tense, future tense. What's the answer? He begins his work early. It is number 1. You guys did amazing. Amazing. Great job. All right. Now let's go over article adjectives quickly. I'm also going to put a fun activity to talk about more about irregular verbs and verbs again. All right. So I would like a radish. Remember, this is not a vowel. My vowels are A-E-I-O-U, right? If I have A-E-I-O-U, I'm going to use an, like alarm, so I use an, okay? We bought a kite. He shot an arrow because A is a vowel, so I'm going to use an. And then I have elf, an elf. That's a vowel. A list, an elf, a list, a barn, an ant. Whenever I have a vowel, I always have to use an. And if I don't have a vowel, then I simply use a. And you should get used to saying that. So now it just sounds weird. And now, like for me, it just comes naturally. I know when to say an, I know when to say a. And it's just a natural thing that you just learn to do. Okay, great job. You guys did awesome. You're doing amazing on your test. You're not having hardly any confusion. You guys did really great on the present tense and past tense last week. So awesome, awesome job. Keep working on that. Do the activity, have fun, do the quizzes, get some practice on it, and I will see you guys later. Have fun.